Oppu. Oppu.
Satyajit Ray was a true pioneer in every sense of filmmaking history. He was born on May 2nd, 1921 in Calcutta, India. Ray was a director, writer, illustrator and composer, and his contribution to uplift the Indian cinema has been unparalleled. His distinctive style and devotion to realism enabled him to be labeled as one of the greatest filmmakers and auteurs of the second half of 20th century. Inspired from the work of European director Jean Renoir in The River 1951 and Vittorio De Sica's Bicycle Thieves in 1948, which is the movie that is considered to have birthed the new realism genre, Ray set out to adapt Bibhutibhushan Bandyopadhyay's Pather Panchali, The Song of the Road, in 1955. Ray wanted to shoot this film in actual locations in a time where most films were shot in studio sets. He also wanted to use ordinary people living in the situation described in the novel rather than hiring professional actors and actresses. Pather Panchali in 1955 remains one of his finest works, which won 11 international awards, including the Best Human Document Award in 1956 Cannes Film Festival. Ray's most famous films were Pather Panchali in 1955, Oporajito in 1956, and Oppu Sangsar, The World of Oppu in 1959. Which comprise of the Oppu trilogy. The success of Pather Panchali gave Ray total control over his subsequent films. Ray brought a new approach to Indian filmmaking by showcasing painful poverty and the societal issues in an aesthetically realistic way. Until 1981, he would make a feature-length film every year. In 1975, legendary Japanese director Akira Kurosawa said this about Satyajit Ray, quote, "Not to have seen the cinema of Ray means existing in a world without seeing the sun or the moon. Pather Panchali is the kind of cinema that flows with the serenity and nobility of a big river. Ray paints his picture, but its effect on the audience is to stir up deep passions. How does he achieve this? There is nothing irrelevant or haphazard in his cinematographic technique. In that lies the secret of his excellence." End quote. Renowned filmmaker Martin Scorsese, meanwhile, said this about Ray.
The first film that I really saw about India was Pather Panchali by Satyajit Ray. And I realized it was a film that was made by Indians, for the world, not through other cultures. And it brought me to learn about the rest of the world.
While Wes Anderson said this.
I had become fascinated with India, really from movies, particularly the movies of Satyajit Ray, the filmmaker Satyajit Ray.
Satyajit Ray maintained that the best technique of filmmaking was the one that was not noticeable. He disliked the idea of a film that drew attention to his style rather than the contents. His films focused on the portrayal of strong female protagonists as well, at a time when films subdued female characters and portrayed them under the perception of men, which was later defined by British film critic Laura Mulvey as the male gaze. In films like Mahanagar 1963, Devi 1960, Charulata 1964, and Pather Panchali 1955, and many more, Ray portrayed women as strong female protagonists. In his lifetime, Ray won the National Award for the Best Director 6 times, which is the most by any filmmaker so far. In total, he won 32 national awards by the Government of India. Satyajit Ray received an Honorary Academy Award in 1992, becoming the first Indian to receive an honorary Oscar. He received the award for lifetime achievement. He was also awarded the Légion d'honneur, Legion of Honor, by the President of France in 1987. He was also awarded the honorary doctorate of Oxford University, the second film personality to ever receive the honor after Charlie Chaplin. In 1978, the organizing committee of the Berlin Film Festival ranked Satyajit Ray as one of the 3 all-time best directors. His films are a rare blend of intellect and emotions. There is a precise studied control in his films. yet he succeeds in evoking deep emotional responses from his audience. Despite the acute sensitivity of his films, there is a noticeable lack of melodrama. Thus, it will not be an understatement to say that Satyajit Ray is a rare true auteur filmmaker who not only propelled Indian cinema to the world stage but inspired several other filmmakers with humble beginnings to portray their art on screen.
2x1, take 1.
Action. এটার কি নাম দেওয়া যায় বলতো? সাপকে দেওয়া চলে না। Cut. Fine. আরেকটা নিয়ে নি ভাই, আরেকটা নিয়ে নি, just one more. এই হাতটা লাস্টে ওঠাটা না, আর একটু রিল্যাক্স।